So, this is the reason that y'all have been giving me so much shit? Really? Okay. Okay, I have been itching to talk about this. We're going to talk about Ghost Recon Wildlands. My name is Big Fry. Shout out to the Fry Nation. Let's get that intro out of the way and let's talk about this game. Wow. Okay. So I dropped a video about 2 weeks back, and it's actually doing really well. There's a lot of people coming through. There's also a lot of hate on that video because of some predictions that I made. I said the game was going to be downgraded. Basically, just don't get hyped. And, like, there were people saying the game looks great off of the first two trailers, and I'm like, first off, we only see a little snippet of gameplay in there, you know, at the end of, and I'll show it on screen here, at the end of it, and even that I already know is going to be downgraded. And people just jumped down my fucking throat. And so now we see the gameplay during the Ubisoft conference, and I also have 15 minutes of gameplay from GameSpot, which they just dropped about an hour before I'm recording this video. So we get a whole bunch of Ghost Recon gameplay, and wow, it looks mediocre. And guys, before you jump down my throat talking about graphics and how you don't care about graphics, we're getting to the gameplay. So hold the phone. But I want to talk about just how downgraded this is. I'm going to show you guys the clips of the gameplay that we saw in the We Are Ghosts US trailer that dropped last week. Throw that on screen, and then I'm going to throw you guys what we see now in the GameSpot 15 minutes of gameplay. So let's talk about the graphics right out of the gate. I know you guys say that you don't give a fuck about it, but I'm still talking about it. Because the thing is all we saw with the first two trailers was graphics, so that's all we can talk about. So if you guys don't care about graphics, why are you getting hyped off of a fucking trailer anyway? Huh? So let's talk about it. Obviously, it's been downgraded. I will say the game now looks decent. It's nothing really special, and you guys can throw the open world aspect at me. To me, it doesn't, like, it just doesn't look. I don't know what it is. Is it washed out, or like I don't know. Like it looks not up to this generation standards. I'll leave it at that. But let's talk about the animations. You guys are seeing like him moving around, and I expected Division level of animations, and it looks like they're using the same resources as the Division team for the character movement and all that stuff, but it just feels choppy to me. Like, you see when they move really fast back and forth, like, you can tell that this shit isn't polished. And, like, I get it, we still have until March of next year to get this right, but I have a feeling nothing much is going to change based on what we're seeing here. But let's get down to, and this is the biggest thing that bothered me about the conference, was when they were switching from third person to first person. I know you could do it in previous titles, but this one just seemed really, like, I don't know, like the instant transition and then into shooting right away, something just felt off watching it. It just didn't look good. And it's weird because as I'm editing this video, I have to put this in. I said during the conference that it feels like they edited something out every time they went to shoot in first person. And look at this fucking clip right here. He sees the guy knock the chair over, and then he goes into first person, and watch how far he is away from the motorcycle, which is right here. He snaps to first person instantly, and now he's super close to the guy, and he's right beside the motorcycle. It's like there's a gap in time there, and that's what I said during the conference. Something isn't fucking right about this gameplay. I had to edit that in. Now I'm going back to the actual video. This is bullshit. I'm not gonna lie, it just didn't look good. I feel like there needs to be more of a transition there. And granted, that might take a little, like even a half a second, just gradual shift. But that instant camera switch to first just looks unpolished. And for those uneducated, this is actual gameplay. Like, I'm not talking about just the graphic fidelity. I'm talking about camera perspective switching. This is gameplay mechanics at work here. You see in a clip here, like, it looks like enemies are like inside of each other when he's shooting them. Now, I already know the argument, and that's what frustrates me, is people are going to come in and say, well, we still have 7 months to fix this. Do you guys remember any other title? Destiny, we had a beta, nothing happened. Division, beta, nothing happened. Siege, beta. Yeah, they fixed some network issues, but in terms of gameplay, nothing really happened. Nothing happens during beta phase. This game is going to be going gold. I'm going to venture to say if it's coming out in March, it's probably going to go gold December. So we have 6.5 months to get this to a polished state. And like the thing is I love it because when I made my first video, people were coming out the gate saying the game has been worked on for like 7 fucking years. Like, this has been in the works. They've been busting their ass. It's been in development forever. And this is what we get? Like, I don't understand how anybody looks at this and just is blown away by it. I had somebody leave a comment on my first Ghost Recon video saying that this looks like it's going to be Game of the Year. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm getting comments to this day talking about how this game doesn't deserve multiplayer because every other game has a multiplayer component. And in a sense, I understand what you're saying. But watch my follow-up, why I want competitive multiplayer. I'm going to put an annotation here. Watch that, and that kind of gives you some explanation. But the thing is you guys are saying that every other game has competitive multiplayer, so why the fuck does this one need it? And my counter to that is, every other fucking game is going open world. Why the fuck does this one need it? Because, to be honest with you, I feel like some of the resources were split, and they focused a lot more on getting this open world concept and not enough on the actual core gameplay mechanics. To me, it looks fucking boring to play. And the thing is my biggest comment on this whole thing is, do you guys remember Metal Gear Solid 5? And this is so close to home for Metal Gear Solid that I can't believe that people are defending this, because Metal Gear Solid went open world. Ghost Recon went open world. It used to be a more linear experience. Both of them did the same fucking thing. All right, and the thing is you have an open world and you have set areas where your targets are going to be, where your missions are going to be. So people are asking Metal Gear, why the fuck did you even bother going open world in the first place? It's just a huge map of emptiness. And that's exactly what Ubisoft open world games are. It's just emptiness. You have radio towers to unlock maps, and you have outposts to take over. It's boring, fucking rehashed, cookie cutter shit. And like the fanboys are like, why do we need multiplayer when every other game has multiplayer? And that's my comeback. Why do we need to have an open world Ghost Recon game? Because to me, they spent more on getting the world bigger and bigger, and they spent less on where the focus needs to be, and that's on the gameplay. And that's based on what I'm seeing here. This just looks boring. And even the thing they did at E3 when they had the scripted bullshit 4-player co-op mission where they were taking on El Pozzolero or whatever the fuck his name is, it was just so scripted. And honestly, I said during the stream that this just proves to me that Ubisoft is out of touch, because I don't think that this sells games. I really don't. The voice acting when he is interrogating the guy at the gas station.
Tell me everything you know about the people who've gone missing in San Mateo. Where I swear to God, you're going to be next. Clear.
And it's just repeating the same 2 lines over and over. It's just terrible. The game just looks unpolished as fuck. And the thing is like, you can't win when you're in my position, because I can sit here and say that I think the game's going to be downgraded, and you guys will come back and say, no, they've been working on it for this many years. And now that I say the game, to me, just looks boring and unpolished, and you guys will be like, yeah, but they have 7 months to fix it. It's going to be a total contradiction down in these comments. I already fucking know it. And that's what I'm saying. The fact that we just got a co-op campaign, how long is the campaign going to be? I'm going to venture to say it's going to be like a 20 to 25 hour game. Now, again, this is just a guess. This is a prediction, right? I don't know if this is the truth. But I'm going to say, when you're done that, what are you going to do? You're going to collect feathers or climb to the top of radio towers to unlock portions of the map? Is it going to be like another basic-ass Ubisoft open-world experience? Yeah, most likely is. And that is why I want competitive multiplayer, to bring this along. But honestly, after seeing the shooting mechanics, I don't know if that's even what I want anymore. I'm not impressed. And I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Use the keyword Wildland E3. That lets me know you guys made it to the end of the video. And to be quite honest, this is a bittersweet moment, because I was right, but I really didn't want to be. I'll see you guys on the next one.